Hello, everybody. This is Coach Razo here. So in this video, I will go ahead and discuss some of the apps that you will go ahead and be expected to go ahead and use for this upcoming school year. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into that. Okay, so these are some of the apps that you'll be using. I just want you to go ahead and get used to. If you happen to miss this segment or happen to be confused, then you're more than happy to use this video. So in this one, I want you to log into the following sites. So you have the Google SBISD account one. You have It's Learning, which is something you should already have. You have the Edpuzzle on Learning, and then you have GoFormative. And then a few apps for you to go ahead and use whenever you need to. Let's see. Alrighty. Okay. So here I gave you the directions on how to go ahead and log in. So for It's Learning, as you may notice that it has to be this little logo. So whenever you look for it on iOS or an Android, then this is the one we need to. You can go ahead and use this to follow this as your SBISD login password. Now, some of you may already have this, may not have it. If you happen to be able to log in with this format, then that's great. Now, if you cannot log in for whatever reason, then obviously you need to call this number and they can go ahead and reset the password for you, and then you should be able to log in based on their directions that they give you. So just be mindful of that. Now, the other part too that's going to be very useful is this Google account that you have for Spring Branch. So if you could go ahead and follow these directions with it, then you'll be set, especially, and you have like a limited data to go and store whatever worksheets you have in there. So you can go and use that as well. Whenever you're doing your classwork, just make separate folders for your different classes, like my geometry class or like history or like science. So you can keep your stuff organized while you're online. Now, the other part too that you'll need is Edpuzzle. So just make sure you always log in and you're using the a Google account with it. So everything is more synchronized. You don't have to worry about so many passwords. So just make sure you click sign in with Google, use the same Google that you had over here, and then it should be quick and easy to go ahead and log in. Okay, and that's how you're going to access some of the files on geometry. So especially on the It's Learning, so you had to be logged into a Spring Branch ISD account. Now, the next one's over here that you got is that you have Online Learning and you have GoFormative. So whenever you have your SBISD account, then, and if you have issues with that too in terms of logging in, just go ahead and just call that tech issue, and then hopefully they can resolve it for you. Now, when you go ahead and log in, you'll be asked to go ahead and click into these, and then just properly spell out everything. If you happen to notice that you're not able to log in, just go ahead and just make sure you go ahead and call that tech number, and then they should be able to help you, or ask a buddy, see how they logged in. But it has to be through Spring Branch ISD account on Google. Okay, so these are some of the websites or apps we're going to be using. So sometimes you can access them on your phone, sometimes you can access them through your browser. So just make sure that you understand that you can access these tablet, computer, and your phones. So you're not just limited to just using the phone or whatever you have. Okay. Make sure you have a reliable source, a reliable internet, and reliable technology to use. Something that's always sturdy and very consistent for you whenever you use these platforms. Okay, so here's the next one too. So I know calculator is going to be one of those things that you can find on your phone. So if you have an Android, you can go ahead and use the Wabbit EMU. It brings up the TI-84 calculator. On iPhone, you can use calculator 84 or maybe calculator pound sign, and that kind of is really useful for your iOS. Now, if you happen to have a Chromebook and you want the TI-84 Plus, just make sure you go in and look for this one immediately, so you don't have to go ahead and purchase a calculator. Just go back into this, and then you can go and have one on your Chromebook as you're going. So because it'll be very, very useful later on, especially when you go deeper and getting your homework, or if you're working on something at home that requires graphing or any sorts of that. Okay. So initially, these are the websites and that you need to log in. Just make sure you go ahead and use your Google account if you happen to go ahead and forget how to log in, or if you need help, then this is going to be the way that you log in for both the Google account and It's Learning. You need help, like I said, just go ahead and just call that number. So main one's Edpuzzle. go formative, online learning, and then obviously you gotta be able to sign into It's Learning, okay? So just giving you a heads up what to go ahead and expect, and I'm hoping, and we're gonna be working our butts off to go ahead and get everything done within this class. Okay, fellas? Okay. All right. So thank you for watching.